This is lesson number 2 in your mini grammar unit. The rule that this lesson is focused on is that all simple sentences must have what's called a subject and a predicate. Your learning target is that by the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the simple subject and simple predicate in a sentence by underlining that subject in green and then that simple predicate in red. Essentially, what you're doing for this lesson is think back when we do writing. I always say during the revising and the editing process, make sure that you don't have any fragments. All of your sentences should tell a complete thought. It should say who or what the sentence is about, and then what that is or what it does. It shouldn't leave the reader wondering what you are trying to say. We're going to get a little deeper on that right now. First, let's review the parts of speech from Learning Target 1. If you don't have a strong hold or a strong understanding of this, it's going to be very challenging. So pay close attention now and feel free to stop if you need to go back and review other items from Target 1. Remember that nouns are people, places, things, and ideas. For example, some people are girl, boy, teacher, doctor, and hero. We can turn these common, everyday nouns into proper nouns by giving them specific names. A specific girl is Naomi. A specific boy is Joey. A teacher is Mrs. Swerk. A specific or certain doctor might be Dr. Smith. And a hero is Batman. Notice that all proper nouns have capital letters. Some examples of places are school, city, store, and restaurant. We can turn these common nouns into proper nouns by naming a specific school, like Central Middle School, or the city of Plymouth, the store called Target, or the restaurant called McDonald's. Some things are an animal, cereal, toy, and some proper nouns in this category might be my old pet rabbit Fluffy, my favorite cereal, Captain Crunch, or my favorite childhood toy, a Barbie. And then some ideas are love, happiness, anger, hope. Remember, these were called abstract nouns. They're not nouns that you can see or touch, but they are still considered nouns. We also talked about pronouns. Pronouns take the place of a noun. They're like a substitute. So instead of the cat rolls on the floor, we could say it rolls on the floor. Instead of students work hard, we could say they work hard. These are your pronouns right here. Instead of Dora, we could say she. And instead of Superman, we could say he. We learned about two types of verbs. Action verbs, like running, jumping, yelling, crying, talking, enjoy, or sing, or state of being verbs, where we can't really observe or see any action, but it's still a necessary part of a sentence. I sang a song to you that sounded like row, row, row your boat to help you remember these. Is, am, was, were, are. These are state of being verbs. Now, you're ready for the new stuff. What makes a sentence? A simple sentence needs to have two parts. Look at this sentence. My friend smiles. Notice the colors. Friend is green because it is the main noun in this sentence. And smiles is red because it's a verb. It tells what the friend does. It tells the friend's action. This is called the simple subject, and smiles is called the simple predicate. The simple subject tells who or what the sentence is about. Notice that who would be a person and what would be a thing. These are nouns. The predicate tells what this subject is or what it does. Notice that is would be a state of being verb, and what something does would be an action verb. So when you're checking a sentence, you need to make sure that it has both of these parts. If not, it's what's called a fragment. Let's look at some examples of simple sentences and find the simple subject and the simple predicate. The duck quacks. I can think, who or what is my sentence about? It's about a duck. That's my main noun. And then, what does this duck do? It quacks. This is my simple predicate or my main verb. It has both parts. Look at the next sentence. The yellow duck quacks loudly. Who or what is this sentence about? It's still about the duck. That's my main noun, which is the simple subject. What does the duck do? It quacks, my main verb. Notice that even as this sentence is growing, my main noun and my main verb are staying consistent. So let's look at this one. The fat yellow duck quacks loudly in the pond. Who or what is this sentence about? It's still about the duck, even though I added some describing words or adjectives right here. And what does the duck do? It quacks. Let's try some more examples. The teachers at Central work very hard. Who or what is this sentence about? It's about teachers. And what do the teachers do? They work. So notice that the simple subject and the simple predicate are not right next to each other like they were in the other sentences about the duck. Sometimes the simple predicate and the simple subject and the simple predicate will be further apart. You'll have additional words or information within a sentence. Try this one. They plan lessons carefully. Who or what is the sentence about? It's about they. There's my noun, which is actually a pronoun. It took the place of teachers. And what do they do? They plan. There's my main verb, which is an action. It shows what they do. All of the teachers enjoy their jobs. Who or what is this sentence about? It's about the teachers. And what do they do? In this case, it's the action verb, enjoy. Last one. All of the people at the school are nice. Who or what are we talking about? In one word, the main noun is people. And in this case, there isn't an action that the people do, but there is a state of being verb in the sentence. And that state of being verb is the word are. It connects people to nice. People are, and then nice. So as you can see, this is no action, but it is a verb. It's a state of being verb. This is our only verb, our main verb in the sentence. Now it's your turn to try. If I move too quickly, remember that you can hit pause at any time to test yourself and then hit play when you want to see the answer. Read the sentence and then ask yourself, who or what is the sentence about? That's going to be your simple subject. The simple subject in this sentence is Belle. It's the main noun. It's what the sentence is about. Now, what does the bell do? That's going to be your main verb. The answer is rings. Bell rings. Main noun, main verb, or what we call them now is simple subject, simple predicate. Try the next one. Mr. Doughton welcomes the students to school. Who or what is this sentence about? You should have said Mr. Doughton. He is our main noun. What does Mr. Doughton do? He welcomes. This is our simple predicate. Try the next one. He is the principal at Central Middle School. Who or what is this sentence about? You should have said he. This is a pronoun. It took the place of Mr. Doughton. Now, you have to ask yourself, remember that the predicate is what the subject is or what it does. The simple predicate or the main verb in this sentence is not an action verb. There is no action that he does. What is that simple predicate? You should have said is. And last one. All of the happy students run to their classes. Who or what is this sentence about? It's about students. And what do the students do? They run. Now you're going to need to decide how you feel on this lesson. If you feel like what we're going over makes no sense at all, you'll be working with me. If you feel like, I'm getting it, but I need a little bit more practice before I take my Moodle quiz, go ahead and work at Station 2. You'll be on either your on a computer or your own iPad, watching a BrainPop video, and then doing the practice. If you think, nope, I totally can do this, go ahead and start the Target 2 practice right now. Don't forget to check your answers before you take the Target 2 Moodle quiz. It's also a good idea to show Mrs. Swerk your work so that she can give you some feedback. Have fun!